Hi guys, it's your Mooregirl and welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? I know it's been a couple weeks since you've seen me, but I've been a little busy. And the reason why I'm doing this quick vlog is just because I want to do an update of my stroke story. And a lot of you guys have been asking on Facebook, on Instagram, and you've been commenting like how have I been. So I just want to let you know that I'm doing okay, but I had a couple of surprises, so I just wanted to update you guys on what I was doing, and thank you again for caring. I'm not going to take up too much of your time on this because I know you're ready for other videos that I'm ready to put out. So I just want to like briefly just discuss a couple of things that happened to me. I finally saw my cardiologist on Thursday. So this was like the follow-up after my hospitalization. So she gave me a nice present. Yes, guy, I have a heart monitor on. This is sort of like it's a heart monitor, but it's just like this little disc here, as you can see, and it has like little tabs. So what they're doing is just recording my heartbeat for the next 14 days. So I have to have it on for 14 days. It's been almost a week now. So what she wants to do is just kind of like just see what's going on and see if I'm going into AFib. So of course, again, going back to the story of the reason why I had the stroke is because I have AFib. And AFib is when you have an irregular heartbeat, racing heartbeat. And what created the whole stroke at the beginning, like as I'm finding out, I'm being more educated about it. It's something that's in my family. She said, you got it from your family. It's in your family line. And if I had known the history about it, we could have avoided it. But again, and this is another thing I want to talk to you guys about is when you have a history of something in your family, please share it. Please share that history. It is so crucial. It could be life or death. And it's something that I didn't know that, my other family members had this as well. So, and if I had known that all the time, you know how you go to the doctors and they always discuss, in your history, do you have a history of this and history of that? And I just kept putting no. And so we missed it. You know what I mean? So guys, it's very important that you discuss it with your parents, with your children, your siblings, and just know what's going on in your family. So also, so I'm not dealing with the AFib. The AFib is what caused the stroke because what happened to me is the top of the heart is just like kind of just doing this little rattle thing while the bottom is beeping. While the bottom is beating, the top is just doing like this. That's it. That's like your AFib. So when it does that, it goes up to your brain and it doesn't allow blood and oxygen to flow freely up there, which causes your stroke. And I'm starting to figure out now that I'm hearing from stories from all you guys, this is happening to a lot of young people, as well. So you don't have to be a senior citizen for this to happen to you. So that is what happened. So when I saw the cardiologist and she was like, do you know how lucky you were? It was my first visit with her and it was kind of like freaking me out. So I didn't like feel up to recording over the weekend. And what she said at my appointment kind of scared me. So I told her, she says, okay, so what happened? So she has my records. It was like yay thick, that she got from the hospital. And she said, so what happened? So I told her the story, how I got up. I felt this whoosh over me. I felt an instant headache right here. Thought it was the sun, misdiagnosed it. And I went a whole 24 hours. That night, Saturday night, I went to bed and I told her about the cat. I thought my heart was racing. I wasn't too sure about it. And so I just went to sleep. And I explained to her about, my kitty, Sarah, woke me up. And she just kept saying, and she looked at my records. She looked at me. She says, do you know how lucky you were? And guys, when you hear people say that, you know how lucky you are, you be like, yeah, I was lucky. And she said, oh, no, 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 no. Do you know how lucky you were? And I'm like, okay, I guess not. So, and I says, if it wasn't for Sarah, I think she saved my life. And she looked at the records and then she's looking at all my tests and she's looking down and she's looking at me. She says, oh, she did. And I'm like, wow, so it's confirmed that she did. And I said, gosh, without her, I probably could have died. And she's looking at the records. She looked at me and she said, oh, you would have. Wow. She said, you would have. I wouldn't have made it through the night. And she confirmed it. And I guess the way it was racing, again, when you're resting, I think your heartbeat is like 57, 60. I'm like at 120. So again, you know, that's what happened. So she confirmed everything. I was kind of a little freaked out, a little unnerved over the weekend, just hearing that. It's scary when it comes from actual specialists and not like a friend telling you, you were really lucky is one thing. But when your cardiologist or specialist telling you that, it's like, wow, I wouldn't have made it through the night. So I was kind of like, unnerved about that whole thing. So I just needed a few days to let that kind of, just rest in my head. So, but I'm okay now. So she says, as long as you take your medication, you'll be fine. So again, I told you guys, I'm on medication for a blood thinner. She said, as long as, and she explained it to me, even though you're an AFib, and your heart is racing, it won't clot because you're on a thinner. And so that's what she was explaining to me. I'm like, okay, if we can get your heartbeat back to the way it was, it is now, but as a steady, and this is probably one of the reasons why she did this, steady, and then we could take you off of that in the future and probably put you on an aspirin. So that's what we're going with now. So, again, it was a scary situation. It was a life and death situation and something like that. So I just wanted to discuss that with you guys and, again, bring awareness and just let you guys know this time around, please, guys, share your medical records with your family. Don't be shamed for anything. If you have any heart disease in your family, if you have diabetes in your family, hypertension in your family, have that uncomfortable conversation, with your siblings, with your family members, with your cousins, with your auntie, with your uncle, just so you know that, you can avoid the situation like what happened to me, like the grace of God that, I was spared, and thank God for Sarah again. She's one tough kitty, and she's been hanging in there. She's been watching me like a hawk. I mean, she's by my side like day and night. She stays by my bed at night. If I go into, I know one time I did go through like a little rapid heartbeat, and she laid right on my chest and just like, it's sort of like slowed down, you know what I mean? And so I thank God for her. Like I said, I never knew the animals were so important, but now I have a great appreciation for them. So I wanted you to know that, and I wanted you guys just to let you know everything is doing all right. And also I'm finishing up filming my bedroom, and also it's something I want to show you guys real quick. Also, guys, I wanted to show you real quick after I finish the bedroom real quick. I am going to do another artwork. So I have a new canvas. It is a 24 by 48. So it's going to go in the living room over my shoe rack, and I'm going to do sort of like something that matches the curtain. So I'm going to do like a cream. I'm going to do the crushed glass, but this time I'm going to use the iridescent. I'm going to have the gray, but I think I'm going to do most of the cream, the gray, and then since the other side of my living room is black, like the small part on the edge of it, sort of like this part here, like a little bit of black. Here it's going to be cream all the way down almost, and a little bit of gray. Okay, so I'm going to hang that over, and I'm going to do that. So this time when I do that, guys, I'm not going to probably do a tutorial on how to do it. I think I'm just going to put music to it and sit and concentrate on it, because it's just easier to sit and concentrate, on your painting rather than stopping and going and stopping and going, and just show you how to do it from there. And I think that'll be a cute little project to sit back, watch, kick back, and listen to some music. Also with the drawing, which is August the 31st, I wanted to wait for that is because I want to make sure everybody had a chance, just in case they didn't see it and it's new subbies coming in, that they have a chance for the drawing as well. I think I'm gonna go live, guys. I think I'm gonna go live. And since I'm West Coast, I figure a lot of you guys are East Coasters, so I am going to go live probably about maybe 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, West Coast time, which would give you guys 7, 8 o'clock East Coast time. So I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so again, I just wanted to do it like a quick vlog, a little bit about what's going on with me and everybody. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. Sarah's okay as well. A little bad since she's waking up 1:30 in the morning, guys. she woke up 1:30 in the morning the other day. She went to bed at 6. So she's acting like a newborn baby. You know, she's getting a little needy, but you know what? I'm not complaining. You know what she's done for me. I'm not complaining too much on that. So I just want you to just know what's going on with me. A quick little vlog saying thank you again for asking about me. I know you guys wanted to see what was going on, what I was doing. And again, I'm gonna finish filming. I started to film some of it, and then once I film the rest of it, probably tomorrow. So have it up, you know, before Friday, Saturday. And I think, guys, that's about it. So again, this is your Mooregirl, you know, and again, I love you guys, and I appreciate you so much for checking in on me and, you know, checking to see what I was doing, what I was about. You know, you guys are diehards, and I really appreciate you guys so much. So this is your Mooregirl, and I will see you at the next video. All right, guys, bye.